Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the microengineering. As we have discussed earlier in the class introduction about the microwave, we have discussed how the evolution takes place of the microwave signals, who has been invented these microwave signals. Basically, we have discussed about the how Maxwell's equations have been generated, how they are going to be used in generating a high frequency wavelengths, and what are the different kind of frequency bands which are going to be used in communications, and what are the different types of communications. As you have discussed, there is an AM system is there, digital modulation is there, analog modulation is there, pulse code different modulation techniques are there. But thing is that most important thing is that we need a high frequencies in order to communicate a longer distances, as you are aware that. So in this case, as we have discussed in the earlier class, what are those frequency bands? Okay, now we are going to discuss about the different properties of those high frequencies which are going to be used for the long run communications. So in first property, as you are aware that micro frequency ranging from 1 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz. So 1 gigahertz is nothing but it is equivalent to 10 raised to 9 hertz. So that much of frequency band is available for us to communicate or include all the channels, either it may be a domestic or it may be military applications, whichever it may be. So this 1 gigahertz itself is more than enough to do all these such kind of things. That much of huge bandwidth will be there. So microwave is an electromagnetic radiations of short wavelengths. Short wavelength is nothing but it consists of a very tiny wavelength. So therefore it is going to be measured in terms of wavelengths rather than in hertz it is. Okay, so that is the, and one more thing is that micro electromagnetic radiation, it is a high radiating frequency characteristic it has. So okay, so reflected by conducting surfaces. So this is very important property about the high frequencies. As you go to the higher frequency levels, what is going to happen means it cannot be conducted through the medium which is having, you may call it as a coaxial cable. So simple difference is that why microwave signals cannot be propagated through a coaxial cables. That means as you go to the higher frequencies, the high frequencies always need a reflecting surfaces. So in this case, what happens means if you have taken the conducting wire, when it reflected over the surface of a conductor, it will not travel in a straight lines. Rather than that, it going to reflect over the surface of the conductor. So that means these high frequencies, it needs always a hollow conducting, or it may be called it as a waveguides. So therefore, the simple transmission lines cannot support the propagation of a high frequency waves. Okay, it needs always a reflecting surfaces. As you know, example is optical fiber is there, or you can have a microwave guides are there. Okay, microwave current flows through the thin outer layer of an ordinate. It is a simple characteristic of any conducting surfaces, because always charges lies on the surface of the conductor. So these are the properties of microwave signals. Now we are coming to the advantage of microwaves. So the most important thing already I explained you, increased bandwidth availability. Huge bandwidth will be available in case of microwaves. Improved directive properties. As frequency increases, the directivity will also increases. The highly directive, because of highly directive property, it will reflect over a longer distances. That is one of the most important characteristic of a microwave signals. Less fading effect and more reliable. And due to this directive property, it has very less fading effect and more reliable also. It is low power requirement. So generation for these, it requires a very low power. And most important, the property of the micro signals are transparency property of micro signals. As you are aware that, so these micro signals it will also penetrate through the ozone layers. So that means at a particular frequency band, that means nothing but at a particular frequency window, it can penetrate through the ozone layers. So that means we can easily communicate through the satellites. So that properties we are calling it as a transference property. Now we are coming to the applications. So it is going to be used in telecommunications. First property, intercontinental telephone and TV, space communications, telemetry. As you are aware that radars, detection of aircrafts, track. So these are the applications where we are going to use for the air traffic control is the ATC, which is going to be used in case of